Hi everyone and welcome to episode 11 of Additive News. My name is Hannah and I work as an additive headhunter for Kensington Consulting across North America, and I'm kindly joined by our marketing executive Matt.
Hi guys, I'll kick off with the first article. So a Wisconsin startup called Zero Barriers is aiming to change trends in metal 3D printing. So they're working on building a 3D printer that will make metal 3D printing both faster and cheaper. So metal 3D printers are high-cost laser-based systems that use special metal powders. So the metal powders in themselves are fairly expensive, ranging from $50 to $100 per kilogram. So instead of using a CO2 and electron laser-based system commonly used in metal 3D printing, they're actually developing a metal powder mixed with UV curable polymers. So by creating a UV-based metal 3D printer, they believe this will revolutionise and make the whole process quicker and easier, really. So obviously Zero Barriers is still in prototype stage, so the next step for them is to move to a bigger facility where they'll act as a metal 3D printing service bureau for local manufacturers.
Fantastic stuff. Okay, so my story is now going up high into space with NASA. So to help protect NASA's Space Launch System and Orion spacecraft, the technicians and engineers are using 3D printed part molds to ensure ideal thermal protection on smaller components and also their hardware. Now, the challenge has always been ensuring the small parts in tough to access places are appropriately covered. Now, these parts have often required manual application of the spray-on insulation, but because of the tight spaces, the coverage is not always there. Now, through 3D printing, the molds for these parts come in, the insulation can be mixed and poured within the mold, of which will house the part. Now, this process allows the coating to expand and provide complete coverage, and it actually results in a lot less time in actually making the part as well and insulating that part. So yeah.
Interesting. So for my next article, it's around a company called Axle 3D. So they're a company who's at the forefront of 3D printing in healthcare. So they've announced a webinar that will focus on the impact of 3D printing in the medical industry. So the webinar is going to aim to educate people both within the within the industry as well as the general public. So they're aiming to explore the impact 3D printing has made for surgical teams and their patients. So the webinar is going to last around 45 minutes, and one part will be Dr. Tim Brown sharing the story of a life-saving world's first operation that was made possible by 3D printing. He'll also additionally explore what he believes the future holds for AM going forward. And at the end of the webinar, there'll be an opportunity for any attendees or people who participated in the webinar to ask any questions. So it's an interesting initiative.
Yeah, that should be really quite exciting to join in with, and also get those questions asked that maybe you've not had the opportunity to do so before. So the final story for today will be about Progressive Technology Limited. Now, they are based in Berkshire in the United Kingdom, and basically they have got additive manufacturing machines there to manufacture complex metallic components. Now, their ideal market would be Formula One, and it is found that over the last 4 years, their turnover has actually trebled as a result of this. Now, they've been able to create high-end componentry and servicing most of the teams actually on the F1 grid, so that's a great market to get involved with for them. Now, as a result of using 3D printing, they have actually been able to utilise a full 24-hour shift pattern, and that allows a full rapid turnaround on making those parts. Now, it also means they can invest in the highest quality equipment to optimise the production process, and they've also been utilising the laser powder bed fusion machines, which can increase the strength, and also it will reduce any weight, which is great in F1 racing. Now, they've actually also been using the Russell AM Pro sieve station, which will sort the materials out for them, the material powders, and they've actually found that there's been a double productivity with only half of the labour involved. So they really are utilising additive manufacturing to get the best results.
Yeah, interesting. Yeah. Anyway, guys, that's it for episode 11. If you have enjoyed it, give us a like or a share or a comment or anything, and we'll see you in 2 weeks. Cheers.
Bye.